Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Badgers will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will get the first swing of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll give it to him again. Bulls his way forward. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's... on that one.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but It feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Barry Johnson.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Makes the catch and knocked down. The Badgers will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires and picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Purdue! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He's back to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 35 to Ohio State.
Takes the handoff. It's Bateman.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his 2nd pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare. He is not waking up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch.
Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another one.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And the returner will be dragged down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, Wisconsin, 14.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline. I think he can be all game long.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy...
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We've got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right.